Welcome to day 4 of remote learning. Let's start our morning meeting for the day. Today's greeting is a high five greeting or the butterfly greeting. You can either greet someone in your house by giving them a high five or teach them how you can lock thumbs and wave like a butterfly. Have fun! It's Thoughtful Thursday. For your share today, share something thoughtful that you've done for someone else. The next part of our meeting is activity. For today's activity, teach your family how to play sight word tic-tac-toe. Go to the resource section of your envelope and find our list of first grade high frequency words. Each of you pick a word that will either represent your X or your O. So I will choose the word to, my partner might choose the word they. We play tic-tac-toe just like normal, but instead of placing X's or O's on the board, we will use our words. The first to get 3 in a row wins. Our students have played this before in class. The final part of our meeting is message. Let me go ahead and read it to you. Hello team, wow, you are doing a great job at home. Today you will read and answer questions, compare numbers, and read a scholastic news. Have fun, love Mrs. McCormack. Let's go over today's jobs. The first part of our day is ELA. You're going to take out the Hello Reader passage from yesterday. Read it 5 times again. You can either add designs onto the stars each time you read or place a check mark over top of the stars showing that you've read 5 times. Now, after you read the passage today, you're going to go on the back and answer the comprehensions that go with the passage. The expectation for how you answer a question is that you're using a complete sentence, a capital letter at the beginning, punctuation at the end, and any words that you can find in the passage should be spelled correctly in your answers. For example, I have the passage, my clothes here. Your passage might be different. How many stripes are on the shirt? You can go back to the passage and the picture and find out exactly how many stripes are there. So when I answer that question, I should write my answer in a complete sentence. There are blank stripes on the shirt. That is the expectation for how you answer all of the comprehension questions on any of these passages. The next part of our day is our specialist time, and just like normal, we have art back-to-back on Wednesday and Thursday, so you can go ahead and finish up those art plans or work on an art project of your own. Next up is our weather graph for our math warm-up. You're going to put a tally for the type of weather and then color in one box above that to show that there has been one more day that was cloudy or there has been one more day that was snowy. The next part of our math warm-up is skip counting. You can continue to skip count by 2s, 5s, or 10s. You can even just count by 1s to 120. Today's job in math is comparing numbers. We had been working on this before we left for remote learning. Some helpful tips that I want you to remember when comparing numbers is to look at the greatest place first. If you're comparing the numbers 33 and 16, you're going to look at the tens place in both of those numbers first. The number that is greater or larger in the tens place is the larger number. So here we have a 3 in the tens place and a 1 in the tens place. 3 tens is more than 1 10. So 33 is the greater number. Now I want to remind you, we use our symbols greater than, less than, or equal to. The mouth on the symbol always eats the larger numbers, so I'm going to use the symbol greater than to face the 33 in this sentence because 33 is greater than 16. Now, if my numbers are the same, I will use an equal sign to show that they are equal in value. If I looked at this equation and it had 13 and 16 that I needed to compare, I start by looking at my tens place, but they both have a 1 in the tens place, 110 and 110. That does not mean these numbers are equal. I will then go to the ones place to compare these numbers. So 110 and 3 ones. This number has 110 and 6 ones. 6 ones is greater than 3 ones. So therefore, 16 is greater than 13, or 13 is less than 16. Your game today for this is called Get to 10. I will model how to play Get to 10 at the end of this video. The last part of our academic day is science. You are going to begin by filling out your daily weather journal. Keep up the great work with this. After you complete your weather journal, you are going to read the Scholastic News. Have a parent, sibling, babysitter, or grandparent help you read this if you need it. Once you are done reading it, please complete the questions on the back and send me a picture of your completed Scholastic Reader. That's all I have for you today. Have a great time with your parents, work hard, and maybe try something new. Bake something or play a new game. Talk to you soon. Bye. All right, the game today is Get to 10, and just like normal, you will need some dice, and you will need 2 different color writing tools. You can play this a few different ways. You can play this using 1 die. Each person rolls it, and you write your numbers. So one partner will write their number in one color, the other partner will write theirs in a second color, and then you will compare them. 3 and 6. 6 is the greater number, so I draw my mouth facing the greater number. And since that was the bigger one, that partner can circle it. They won that round. You'll go again. So partner 1 writes their number. Partner 2 writes their number. 2 is greater than 1, so they can go ahead and compare and circle. Another way to play this is by rolling 2 dice, if you have 2 dice, and making a 2-digit number. So I have 3 and I have 1. If I put a 3 in the tens place and a 1 in the ones place, I have the number 31. Then my partner will go, and they have a 2 and a 6. That's the number 26. 31, if I look at the tens place, there's a 3 in the tens place here and a 2 in the tens place here. 3 tens is greater than 2 tens, so 31 is greater than 26. If your student is doing really well with this, you can advance it even more and roll the dice 3 times and make a 3-digit number. 665 is greater than 415. Few ways to play that game. And again, if you don't have a partner to play with, like me right now, I'm pretending to be both player 1 and player 2. Let me know if you have any questions. Hi friends, today I have a read aloud for you and kind of a shout out to Mo Willems. On his site, he's doing lunchtime doodles with Mo Willems, where you get to learn how to draw the characters from his books. We've read The Elephant and the Piggy books before, and I have one more to share with you today. It's called There is a Bird on Your Head by Mo Willems. Piggy! Is something on my head? Yes. There is a bird on your head. There is a bird on my head. Ah! Is there a bird on my head now? No. Now there are 2 birds on your head. What are 2 birds doing on my head? They are in love. The birds on my head are in love. They are lovebirds. lovebirds? How do you know they are lovebirds? They're making a nest. Two birds are making a nest on my head. Why would two birds make a nest on my head? I'm afraid to ask. Do I have an egg on my head? One, two, three. You have 3 eggs on your head. I do not want 3 eggs on my head. Then I have good news. The eggs are gone. The eggs are hatching. Hatching? The eggs on my head are hatching. Cheep, 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 cheep. They have hatched. Now I have 3 baby chicks on my head and 2 birds and a nest. I do not want 3 baby chicks, 2 birds, and a nest on my head. Where do you want them? Somewhere else. Why not ask them to go somewhere else? Ask them? Ask them. Okay, I will try asking. Excuse me, birds, will you please go somewhere else? No problem. It worked. Bye. Now there are no birds on my head. Thank you, Piggy. Thank you very much. You are welcome. The end. Well, Gerald got rid of the birds on his head. I hope that you can tune into one of Mo Willems' doodle sessions and try to learn how to draw either Piggy or Gerald, or maybe even Pigeon. Share your artwork with me. Have a great day.